That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque sit. And a few players on the shelf, but the big absence is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Griffin in at the power forward position. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Brooklyn with the ball.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Lopez powering through that time.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now, here's DiVincenzo following the miss by Griffin. And here we go, all alone, and it's sent back by Lopez.
This defense gets a lot scarier when Lopez is blocking shots.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Antetokounmpo against Griffin. And that one's good by Giannis.
Well, the versatility that Giannis has out there is such a huge advantage to what they can do offensively. Saw that pick and roll well.
Now here's Harden. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
He hits both from the stripe.
Well, a great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Holiday. Inside. And there's Lopez. That's good on the assist by Holiday. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
Lopez close up and gets it done.
Harris outside. Holiday against Irving. He gets it in there.
Yeah, I feel like he uses the dribble to set up his rhythm for the mid-range shots like that one. Kyrie knocks another in.
Middleton on the wing. Down low. Here's Lopez. And that one hits back iron. The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving drives in. Griffin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Holiday with the 3. They get it again. And so Griffin will bring it up for Brooklyn. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. Middleton outside. Hands it from downtown. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
Outside Irving. Now the pass to Harden. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Middleton left side. Offline with his three. Nets trail by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden the pass to Jordan. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. Misses the layup. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Brooklyn. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Kept alive. Another shot. Lopez, no luck.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
The putback, it's good on the putback.
Efficiency with that activity there. Aldridge excels at getting ideal positioning on the offensive glass and then takes care of business.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bucks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Brown. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Green in at the 4 side. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Portis, who's checked in for Milwaukee. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Green. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Tyler Johnson in for James Harden.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as the most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Portis. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Here's Aldridge. Rebound, Milwaukee.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Luwawu Cabarrot is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Bucks making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. And the Nets also making a change. Claxton's checked in. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. The 17-footer. He can't get that one to fall. The Bucks go the other way with it. And Middleton kicks to Connaughton. And the Bucks miss again.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Here's Claxton. Nails the baby hook. And the Nets lead by 1.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Johnson with it. No points in the game yet for him. Missed inside. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Tucker the pass to Holiday. Here's Middleton. True on the 14-footer. Middleton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bucks.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Johnson dishes to Brown. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Holiday goes in. That's tipped, and they're able to recover. Portis kicks to Holiday. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to DiVincenzo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's good off the back rim and in. Middleton's got 4 points this quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Green.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Middleton on the wing from past the arc, sinks the triple. Middleton's got 10 points.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Johnson outside. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
Shot's good by Middleton. Middleton's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Bucks.
Well, now it's...
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession. And that does it for our half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, Chris Middleton displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. For Brooklyn, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. So the wing on the left. Lopez passes to Middleton. From deep. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 for... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. The Bucks working the ball around. Nailed from three-point land. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. Back to DiVincenzo. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Here we go. 1-on-1. Middleton against Irving, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Bucks with some changes. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Green, and it's Harden in for Brown. Harden outside. Trying to get open is Irving. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Harden. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. High post Lopez. Out left to the wing. Connaughton. No good on the 3.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Pass to Harden. To the middle for the lead. Here's Aldridge. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Floats it up for Giannis. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Lopez with the block. And it's the Bucks on the break. Giannis no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. That puts them in the lead. That's now 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Harden against Holiday. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Lock at 6. Back to Lopez. Over Aldridge. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, he usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. The feed now to Lopez. Brooklyn with the rebound. And here's Irving. Good on the bucket. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lopez against Aldridge. To end the cold streak. Milwaukee the rebound. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. He feeds it to Lopez. Shoots over Griffin. And Lopez gets it to go. Lopez has got 6.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
For Brooklyn, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. The pass to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Brooklyn ahead, up by 3. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Tyler Johnson. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bucks trail by 3. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Here's Portis. And the Bucks miss again. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Aldridge. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got 4 rebounds in this game. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for the Bucks. DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one. Harden surveying the D. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. The shot, no good. And Milwaukee will come. The call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for Portis. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for P.J. Tucker. And the Nets also making a change. Chiozza's checked in.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Harden the pass to Luwawu. To the paint. The Nets working the ball around now. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Fast break, Milwaukee.
Good quick hands from Antetokounmpo there, reacting well on defense and swiping that one away.
Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Harden outside. Pass to Chiozza. And it's Aldridge, top of the key. Harden against DiVincenzo. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Harden.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
To the inside, and stolen by Aldridge. Here's Luwawu, and he uses both hands to jam it in. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Antetokounmpo against Green. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
We can talk about it over and over again. Antetokounmpo combines size and versatility in ways we just haven't seen, at least up until the Greek Freak's arrival.
Here's Middleton. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Chris Middleton has been waiting for moments like that.
Timeout called. The Nets. They're trailing by 1. There's 1:38 left in the game. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Harden kicks to Irving. From 17 feet out, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
And how about the poise from Kyrie Irving? These are the moments he lives for.
Outside, Antetokounmpo.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Money!
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
To the middle. It falls!
Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
Harden the pass to Harris. Here's the 3. Harden finds Harris. Back to Harden. Latrey misses the 3. Middleton on the wing for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
And so the Bucks take the win. It was up for grabs, right? David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but you'd think not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the back. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to see. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Young from outside controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Holiday against Young. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. Back to Holiday. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
It wasn't that long ago that Holiday suffered some injuries that had people concerned about his future.
Greg, some injuries are bad luck. We do know this. Drew Holiday's physical, he's fearless, and he doesn't know any other way to play. But thankfully, he's battled through, and he is still playing at an all-star level. Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Young looking around. Capella trying to free himself up. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Capella's got his second basket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Middleton for 3. The three-pointer is right on target.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And here's Young from the arc, kept alive by Atlanta.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Back to DiVincenzo. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Collins up top. Defended by Middleton. Capella trying to free himself up. In the corner, Collins with it. A three-pointer, no good.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Floats it up for Young. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
And Young kicks to Hunter. Looking to end the run. Young, no good.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Lopez dishes to Giannis. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Middleton finds Lopez. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Collins dishes to Capella. Back to Collins. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Middleton for 3. Hunter grabs the miss. The Hawks trail by 3. It's Young on the wing. From 17 feet out. Here's Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. They get it back. Capella, the pass to Young. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. He's certain he beat the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Bucks lead by 1. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
We've got Bogdanovic. Gallinari is out there with Okongwu. Then it's Williams. And it's Snell in at the 2 spot. So that's the Hawks 5. Milwaukee in the lead. Inside. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first points in this one. Greggy, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I play, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
He was all alone on that one. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Williams. Okongwu with it. Working on Portis. 5 on the clock. Here's Gallinari. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo passes to Connaughton. Puts one up from 19. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Here's Williams. Passes it to Snell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. And here comes the break. Throws it up high, and Okongwu slams it in.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Middleton outside. Down low. Bogdanovich against Portis. Plays it up and banks it in. Portis has got 6 points.
Bobby Portis plays hard, gives 100%, puts himself in a position to succeed.
Williams passes to Okongwu.
Great pass to set your man up with a high percentage look.
1:44 left in the first half of the game. To the left side wing. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Tucker. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Milwaukee, Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Young dishes to Capella. Young against Holiday. The fader. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Young.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Lopez inside. Capella's there. Middleton outside. Over Hunter. Middleton can't get it to go.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Hunter, the pass to Collins. The kick out to Young. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Over Holiday. Young's shot is off.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And Tucker has it in the corner. From deep. Collins grabs the miss. Fast break, the Hawks. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They didn't get more than a one-possession.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Bobby Portis with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Herder passes to Young. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Milwaukee leading by 3.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury. Never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Beautiful ball movement. Draw and kick. The defense can't catch up.
Young against Holiday. Lob pass to Capella. That shot off.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Off target with the open look. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs. Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. For 3, Middleton. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Collins from outside. It's hauled in by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
On its way from Young for 2. And the shot is long.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The borough of Brooklyn is the location for the Hawks. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, they've got Green. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Greg, we've got 2 terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And Collins has got the ball here for Atlanta. Young outside. Capella, the pass to Young. Back to Capella to the left side wing. On deep, Collins. That shot off, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Irving with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Green kicks to Irving. Back to Green. Hunter grabs the miss.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Now, here is Irving. Harden has a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
And Smitty, if I'm coaching DeAndre Hunter, I'm making him watch nothing but tape of Kawhi Leonard. He has that type of body and can aim to be that kind of player.
Yeah, I totally agree. Both were lauded as mostly defensive players as rookies. Hunter showed he has some shiftiness to his game offensively. I think he has the chance to be on the same level at the end of the day as Kawhi Leonard. No harm in having that as a goal.
Shot clock at 5. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Hunter. Finished off the break.
Good awareness from Hunter. Puts himself in a position to finish that play.
Here is Harden. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Capella sends it back. And here we go again. Atlanta on the break. Hunter, the pass to Capella. Lays it up off the glass.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
Harden against Young. It's Harden with the drive, and Capella sends it back. Leonard kicks to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And what a play, just snatched out of the air. Credit the block by himself.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Young looking around. Takes the 13-footer. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Harris finds Jordan. Count it.
Every year, DeAndre gets a little more comfortable scoring the basketball. That play being a prime example.
There's 1:17 left to play in the first. Young passes to Capella, and Jordan sends it back. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Young outside. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, sprinting out for easy fast break basket.
Here's Young. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Green kicks to Harden. Back to Green. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Now Young. Passes it to Herter. Atlanta again missing. That shot no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Nets lead by 5. And we'll be back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Aldridge out there with Griffin. And it's Tyler Johnson. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the small forward. So that's the Nets 5. Aldridge, no luck. The Hawks trail by 5.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Over in the corner, Brown from 17 feet out. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Brown. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one. Johnson against Williams. And there's the pass to Snell. Down low. Okongwu with it. Aldridge is there. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gallinari. Okongwu. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Johnson against Williams. The kick out to Aldridge. A shot off that time, so Atlanta will take it the other way. To the middle. Snell, the pass to Okongwu. And they're moving it up. Gallinari with the steal. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back. And Okongwu slams it in.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Johnson, the pass to Brown. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Johnson kicks to Brown. Trying to get open is Johnson. And it's Brown missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for Atlanta. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. The offensive rebound.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Griffin. And then Griffin with the dunk.
That is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Williams looking over the floor. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro, and Irving subbed in for Johnson. Here's Claxton. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Claxton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Aldridge. Joe Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Brown. Out to Harris. Back to Harden. 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Clock at 6. Pass to Claxton. Fires for 3. They get the rebound. And there's Jordan putting it right back in. Now it's a 7-point Nets lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Lobbed up there for Collins. Hammers the alley-oop through.
The agility, the hops, the great hands. Collins is the perfect alley-oop partner.
Outside Irving. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 5. Young outside. And stolen by Irving. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball. Harden, that's good.
We see his playmaking ability. Each year it's been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to... That's all for now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. DeAndre Jordan has been sensational.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 5 points in the quarter.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Hunter dishes to Collins. Pass to Hunter. Inside. Trying to find Capella. Gets it to him. That one good for 2. Capella's got 6.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low. And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
Collins passes to Herter. And Jordan sends it back.
DeAndre Jordan is a force on defense. Tough to finish when he's lurking.
Here's Capella. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young. And Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And Young gets to Collins. Back to Young. Passes it to Capella. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Here's Young. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Green, the pass to Jordan. Harden bounce pass. And it's Jordan. That time on the assist by Harden. Jordan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harden against Young. Drops in the layup for 2. Young's got his second bucket.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Here's Irving. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Jordan finds Green. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Capella, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
The pass to Hunter. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Outside Jordan. Now the feed to Harris. Green left side. It's stolen by Capella. Here's Herter. There's the dish to Young. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it to Hunter. 5 to shoot. Feeds to Capella. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
In the corner, Irving with it. Pass to Jordan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. A 12-point game. 19 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Herter. In the corner, it's Hunter. 6 to shoot. Young from outside. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. But he recovers it. Here's Irving, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Johnson in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Capella dishes to Young. And the shot is long.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
Aldridge with it. Brown outside. Johnson, the pass to Griffin. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. He's covered by Brown. Throws it up high, and he trims the lead to single digits.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
Johnson against Williams. Outside for Griffin. Luwawu, the pass to Griffin. Fernando pulls it in.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Bogdanovich finds Williams. Off target from outside.
And they continue to control the glass.
Nets leading by 8. Here's Luwawu. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And here's the break. The finish. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but through the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Outside Aldridge. He kicks to Brown. Pass to Griffin. Wide open. Okongwu grabs the board. The Hawks trail by 8. He lobs it up.
Passes like this demonstrate Snell's team-first approach. He's all about getting it to the open guys.
.153 left in the fourth quarter. Bogdanovich passes to Fernando. To the paint. There's the feed to Williams. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. Now just a 4-point Nets lead.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're ahead by 4. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeAndre Jordan.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Outside Irving. To the inside. Out to Harris. Hands it from downtown. Harris has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
And here's Young from the arc. The shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead early. Irving, good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Young for 3. The putback, and it's Irving with the rebound. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
DeAndre Jordan.
It's the first that brings them within 8.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Harden against Young. Now, here is Harden. From deep. Off on that one.
A lot of people bag on Young's defense.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining. Is someone this team is going to be missing tonight. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Harden surveying the D. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, it's early. They should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor as a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
The shot by Jordan, no good. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Middleton dishes to Holiday. Middleton against Harris. Shoots off the step back. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Irving can't get it to go.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Harden outside. Not going to go that time. Good D by Giannis.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight on the attack.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And here's Harden. Here's Irving. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, he's got outstanding balance. Kyrie Irving is so good at converting through contact. For a little guy, he's one of the best I've seen.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Bruce Brown in for Joe Harris. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Connaughton passes to Portis. Buries the easy one.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
In addition to his strength, Harden has deceptive quickness. He just has this unique knack to get by whoever's guarding him because he's strong and crafty.
Here is Forbes. Pass to Tucker. Now here's Portis. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. And Portis throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
It's Harden with the... Oh, what a finish!
Good. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Passes it to Connaughton. Middleton outside. At the top of the key, Forbes. Middleton can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got a piece of it.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker. Using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu is checked in for Kyrie Irving, and it's Johnson in for James Harden. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here's Portis. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. Plenty of space. He squares up and sinks it.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, LaMarcus finds it.
Here's Portis. Plays it up and banks it in. Portis has got 6 points.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Tie game in Brooklyn. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we... And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James,
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Kyrie Irving. He's out there with Brown. Joe Harris is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Claxton in at the power forward position.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And he gets it to go.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Now here's Irving. He's got 5. 13 feet away. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Griffin's checked in. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Milwaukee in the lead. Giannis outside. The feed now to Lopez. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, that's not been a typical possession for them in this first half. You know, for the most part, they've been pretty smart with the ball.
James Harden. He's checked in for Irving. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Griffin trying to get open. Rebound, Milwaukee. And even 3-on-3 break. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 9.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
2 minutes.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Now the pass to Lopez. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And he recovers it. 5 on the clock. Here's Claxton. Poked away. Lopez with the steal. And that one drops. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Claxton. It's hauled in by Giannis. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Harden against Holiday. The rebound by Harden.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Brown. The Bucks also with the sub. Middleton's checked in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
It's Harden with the draw.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Holiday against Harden.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And contact, and here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort.
And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. And Kenny, what did you think about what we saw from Milwaukee?
Well, I have to point to their efficiency on the offensive end.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? We've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And the dunk by Jordan.
There's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Middleton right side. Lopez against Jordan. Lopez dishes to Middleton. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Middleton. Lopez has got 8 points.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home. Extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Harden against Holiday. It's Harden with the drive. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Holiday against Harden, and Holiday kicks to Lopez. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Jordan. Harden, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to lose.
It's a solid blueprint.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
I tell you what, any team will take that. I mean, if you're shooting over 50%, it means you're getting the kind of looks you want on offense, and you're being smart about it, and you're knocking down the good shots that you get.
Johnson, he's checked in for James Harden. And then for Milwaukee, Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Pat Connaughton. It's deflected. Middleton looking it over. Pass to Portis. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Lets it go from 11, and that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
Bucks trail by 6. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Tucker. Here is Forbes. Portis in the post. Griffin on him. Portis can't get it to go. Nets leading by 6. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Aldridge comes in for Blake Griffin. And Harris subbed in for Irving. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. They trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Portis. And too long on the shot.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And now we've got the intentional foul. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
How about up over the 80% mark from the line last year? So he's happy and also consistent there with those numbers.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Johnson dishes to Aldridge. Over Giannis. Good D by Giannis.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nets out in front as they end the third quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got LaMarcus Aldridge down out there with Harden. Then there's Harris, and it's Claxton in a power forward. So that's the Nets 5. And he commits the intentional foul. Bucks trail by 5. Holiday with it. Picked up by Brown. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Back to DiVincenzo. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over in the corner. Antetokounmpo. They shoot again. And he sinks the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the shot is good.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Holiday goes in. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Here's Harden. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Nets leading by 5. Here's Harris. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Lopez up and in on the layup.
Lopez not to be denied. Nice strong finish there.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. The kick out to Brown. Dishes it to Aldridge. The Nets working the ball around now. Brown outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Here's Aldridge. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
How about that for the old up fake? Aldridge knows exactly how to get a defender off his feet.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Guys, they've done a nice job of drawing countless fouls in this game, and as a result, they've gotten a ton of points at the line.
Yeah, and something else they've done all through this one is knock down the mid-range jump shot whenever they've had the chance.
But they recover it. Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. Another shot. The rebound by the Nets. Harden right side. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Giannis inside. Aldridge is covering.
And, you know, really, when you look at Antetokounmpo, he's got it all. I mean, he can score it, rebound it, he passes it pretty well, defends with intensity, and he's really versatile and going to continue to get better because of his work ethic.
Griffin's checked in for Brooklyn.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. Now, here is Irving. He kicks it to Griffin.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Good.
Patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
54 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Irving. Lopez grabs the board. On offense, here are the Bucks. 6-point game. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Clock at 4. Pass to Griffin. It's deflected and stolen by DiVincenzo. The wide open look here for Holiday. So it's the Nets picking up the win. It was, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA. And they've got a few injuries on their bench. Less options, but good thing not too big of an impact for them.
2 injuries, one of their stars out, but it's all about how you respond to the adversity.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Herter, no good.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
He just gets this offense going. Young operating in the mid-range this time.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. Drops in the tray. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here is Young. And Capella with the basket on the assist from Young.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up just as important.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Tipped away. Pass to Middleton. This one for three. Giannis inside. Working on Collins. And Giannis throws it down.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
To the left wing. Now, here's Hunter. D right on him. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Hawks. Pass break here. Here come the Hawks. And Herter gets it to go.
Well, getting to the right spot so important in the offense, and Herter positioned himself well in the fast break.
Atlanta making some changes. Alinari comes in for Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for DeAndre Hunter. Young against Holiday. Young's shot is off. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
The Hawks trail by 3. Young outside. High, arcing shot. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Here's Capella after Drew Holiday's score. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Williams, he's checked in for the Hawks. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Now here's Lopez. No points in the game yet for him. Middleton can't get it to go. Bogdanovich against Middleton. Capella with the bucket.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovich.
If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Here's DiVincenzo. And Capella sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Tony Snell comes in for Trae Young. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Middleton. That one wide left.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Snell, the pass to Okongwu. Lob pass to Capella.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks lead by 2. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got.
All part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Tony Snell is out there with Lou Williams. And it's Okongwu in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Outside Williams. Here's Hunter. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son Six in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the Sixth Men of the Year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
Collins, good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Hawks. Williams against Holiday. Williams with the defensive effort. The Hawks leading by 4. Hunter, the pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hunter, no good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
On target from 13 feet.
Well, you like guys who can work that in-between area. Really keeps the defense honest.
Oh, man, that is just easy for him out there. At his size, with that kind of touch, that is money.
Williams kicks to Okongwu. And he banks in the layup. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 4 now for the Hawks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Left side, Portis. Outside, Holiday. Portis trying to free himself. The shot by Holiday, no good. Portis can't get it to go.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that dime.
Atlanta making a switch here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. Young is subbed in for Lou Williams. And Young kicks to Gallinari. From about 16, up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Outside Holiday. There's the lob to Portis. And they're running. Goes up. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Huerter getting up there and making that one look pretty easy.
It's Portis, high post. Back to Holiday. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks ahead. Here's Bogdanovich. Finished off the break. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Bucks have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Holiday. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Fearless drive from Drew Holiday straight at the defense with that dribble move.
Young outside from outside the arc. And it's Connaughton with the rebound.
And it's rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
And Tucker kicks to Portis. Shoots over Capella. Portis can't get it to go. Bogdanovich inside. And that does it for the first half of play. Hawks on. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sport. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were in a 7-point hole at one stage, but it never got bigger. It was in the second quarter. And that's...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Clint Capella has been sensational.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
Yeah, and I'm not sure coming into this game he felt like he could dominate in the way he's doing so now. Been phenomenal.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Milwaukee on D. Hunter with it. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Hunter's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Good move for Hunter to get to the inside, and he just navigated the defense well.
Holiday against Young. Giannis outside. And the Bucks miss again.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Bruno Fernando's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Hutter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Williams dishes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Outside Williams. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bucks trail by 10. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The pass to DiVincenzo. And that one's good by Lopez. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
Williams inside, guarded by Holiday. That's tipped. Outside Williams. He gets it in there. Williams has got the lead back up to 10 now for the Hawks.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
Here's Holiday, and he converts the layup. Holiday's got 6.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Williams looking over the floor. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Back to Williams. Here's Snell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the Hawks, Clint Capella. He's checked in for Okongwu. John Cowens comes in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Goodwin's checked in for Williams. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Connaughton passes to Tucker. Portis with it. Capella covering. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they continue to control the glass.
What a dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
Outside Portis. Inside. Here's Connaughton, and the layup's good off the glass.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
46 seconds left in the third. Goodwin passes to Huerter. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 8. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Passes to Tucker. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. No good on that one. And so it's Atlanta. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call a court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the court right now for the Hawks. Huerter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari, and it's Young in at the point. And the Hawks with possession here. Young looking around. Over Holiday. Young, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Middleton left side. Kicks it to Giannis. And it's good for 2.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
Young outside. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. 6 to shoot. Tries again. Here's Capella. It's tipped. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Hits the jumper in space. DiVincenzo's got 5 points now this quarter. Young up top, guarded by Holiday. Here's Capella. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 4 assists now tonight.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here is Antetokounmpo. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got his 8th rebound here tonight. The kick out to Young. Gallinari outside. Knocked loose. Back to Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Capella, great positioning on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 8.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Got a hand on it. Looking to end his cold spell and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Drawing the foul down low. Trae Young earning that trip to the line.
And that one falls for Young. Brook Lopez is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Hunter. And it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Huerter. Young against Holiday. Here's Lopez. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Young outside. And the layup is good.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee, trailing by 10. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Off target on the 15-footer. Kicks it out to Collins. No coverage that time. And it's 6 points for John Collins.
Collins does a nice job there preparing for that shot using his base.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
That one's in there. The Hawks lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Holiday. Young against Holiday. There's the 3. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Young with no one around. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Pass to Okongwu. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Okongwu slams it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
And so Atlanta takes this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a gorgeous night time. And nothing.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Green. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5 spot. And for Atlanta, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point. Now here's Harden. Passes it to Jordan. Back to Harden. All sorts of time. That shot is off. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Hunter. Here's Young. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Young's got the game going here with the first basket for the Hawks.
Well, John Collins has the potential to be a star for this team. Continues to be a powerhouse on the offensive end. He can attack from inside as well as outside.
Second shot opportunity. Back to Green from deep three-point range. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Here's Herter. And that one hits back iron. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And Collins said so himself. He believes he'll be a max contract player when he hits free agency.
You know what, GA? I love the confidence from him. And you look year to year, his numbers are improving at an unbelievable rate. He just might get that max contract.
Harden scanning the floor. Over Young. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Unloads from 13. Collins passes to Capella. He's off on that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Harris with the ball. Rebound by the Hawks.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Shot by Collins, no good. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The pass to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. Got a piece of it. Shot clock at 5. Lobs it up for Jordan. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
What strength by DeAndre. Really love seeing him sky up for the thunderous slam.
And here's Young from the arc. They get it back.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Harris outside. Dishes it to Harden. Back to Harris. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Herter. And it's off from three-point range.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
So it's the Hawks now. After the basket by Brooklyn. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Pass to Jordan. Stolen by Collins. Herter passes to Capella. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
On the wing, Harris. 1:10 left in the first. Here's Irving. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Here's Herter. And here's Collins from outside. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Williams in for Young. And then for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris. That ties it up.
That play is made because of Kyrie's vision and his willingness to share the basketball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lob pass to Capella. .23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Williams against Harden. Pass to Brown. Right side Aldridge. Kicks it out to Harden. Releases. The shot will not fall. Snell. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks on top, up 2. We'll be back. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Hawks, they got Tony Snell. So Williams out there. Solomon Hill is out there with Okongwu. And it's Fernando in at the 4. Here's Fernando. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Griffin. Net shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far.
I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside Griffin. The shot, no good. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. The shot by Okongwu, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Brown feeling it out a bit, and they double up Brown. Johnson with it. Williams picks him up. Griffin passes to Luau. Clock is at 3. The wide open look here for Aldridge. And it's good off the back rim and in. Aldridge has got it all tied up now for Brooklyn. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Griffin on the double team. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Molinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. Bogdanovich comes in for Hill. Then for the Nets, Joe Harris is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. And James Harden has subbed in for Johnson. Harden dishes to Aldridge.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Molinari passes to Williams. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Williams up on top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's Harris from the arc. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Atlanta, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Gallinari throws it down.
This is why you have him out there. Gallinari's a solid shot maker from all areas on the floor.
Harden against Williams. Outside Griffin. From deep. Gallinari with the rebound.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. And then for Brooklyn, Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And Irving subbed in for Bruce Brown. Harden dishes to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here's Young. And good. Got the English that time as he falls. Young's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hawks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Harden, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Harris passes to Jordan. Misses in close.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Young in the corner. to the right side. Hunter, no one around him, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
Superb communication between Hunter and his teammates. They set him up so well.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime. And so it's Atlanta in control with the 9-point lead to end
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. It was and that
and happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Green. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
We see his playmaking ability. Each year it's been growing and growing. Beautiful play by Kyrie.
Young looking it over. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Nets trail by 7. And here is Green. Outside Irving. For 3. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
And Kevin Herter, a young player and a big part of this team's future. He keeps trying to add to his game.
And the area I love that he's improved, I think the most and needs to, is his ball handling. Doesn't have to only look for shots outside. He can attack the rim. He's also is more willing to take the lead in transition and create for others.
Young outside. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Herter's got 6.
And right there you see Herter's instincts for the game, especially at the offensive end.
Outside Irving. Passes it to Harden. Kicks it to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. And Capella sends it back. Basket counts. Irving's got his first bucket of the night.
And now 6 straight points here coming on the inside.
Now Young. He's got 6. Lets it go from deep. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got his 4th rebound in this one.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Herter passes to Capella. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Hawks, Alinari comes in for Collins. And it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kevin Herter. And then for Brooklyn, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And it's Brown in for Joe Harris.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Harden's shot is good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Young inside, guarded by Harden.
Still trying to shoot his way out of this funk. But if it doesn't come within the flow of the offense, the whole team suffers.
Brown kicks to Harden. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now just a 3-point Atlanta lead. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is checked in for Trae Young. Johnson, the pass to Aldridge. 1:04 left here in the third quarter. He gets that one. Griffin's got his first basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Williams in the post. Johnson's there. Here's Snell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Gallinari. It's stolen by Johnson. Now here's Griffin for the tie. No good that time. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. For Atlanta, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
Atlanta making a switch here. Fernando's checked in. Johnson outside. The kick out to Aldridge. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Aldridge has got his second bucket tonight.
Easy chance for Aldridge, one of the best mid-range shooters in the game.
And Williams, here we go. Snell from outside. And that one released in time, but no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Hawks. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Bogdanovich out there with Gallinari. Then it's Williams. Then it's Collins. And it's Herter in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown the pass to Aldridge. Brown kicks to Aldridge. Harris outside. Left side, Griffin. And he gets the whistle. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Collins. Okongwu comes in for Gallinari. Tony Snell's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Lou Williams. And that'll be 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Tony Snell's checked in for Kevin Herter.
Tony Snell.
Young with the ball. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. He kicks to Okongwu. A rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
And Young, here we go. On the pass to Hunter. And stolen by Harris. In the corner, Harden. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And that one's good. Green.
And Green's become a dependable three-point threat. If you don't get a hand in his face, he can certainly knock those down.
Harden against Young. Pass to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Okongwu kicks to Capella. Over Jordan. Offensive rebound to end the run. Pass to Hunter. Now Young. Shot clock at 6. Here's Capella. The kick out to Young. Capella trying to free himself up. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella.
Trae Young doesn't get rattled and plays very well under pressure.
Harden the pass to Jordan. 1:33 left to play here in the 4th. Outside Irving. Back to Harris. Irving with a clean look. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. And here's Young. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Wahoo just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down, and that's a big whistle.
The Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Okongwu, and Kevin Herter subbed in for Tony Snell. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
52 seconds left in the 4th. Owens going up for the alley-oop here, and it's Capella missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
To the middle. Count it!
Amazing. The growth of Collins seems to know no limits.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And it's denied. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
That's why you want him at the line when the game is close. He knows how to deliver in the clutch.
Harris inside the line. And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.